Hey, I'm Sky.
You're funny. I'm Chino, and we're Breiktrhu Music. I was born in the Philippines. All we had was a radio, so we love music, you know. So all we did was just listen to Michael Jackson, El DeBarge, whatever felt good, and we just danced to it. That's all we had. And then I was one of the lucky ones to be able to get out of the Philippines, move to Hawaii, and eventually to the States, where I was introduced into dancing into another level. So I was in a breakdancing group. Went into the clubs, checked out the DJs, eventually felt like I was better than the other DJs. So I was like, man, I'm gonna try that out. And from there, I was like, wow, you know what? I love DJing, I love music. Let me go for this. And from there, I became DJ Chino, Power 95.3.
I wanted to play basketball. I wanted to be an NBA star. I found out very quickly that I wasn't very good. Around 9th grade, I broke my arm. And I remember my mom, she had a piano in the living room. And MTV TRL Live was in the other room, and I was able to, with the right hand, I was able to like plunk out the lead lines on the piano. I was actually playing by ear.
That's insane.
And at that moment, I was like, there's something going on here.
Yes.
So then when I lived with my uncle in Detroit, shortly after, he started showing me all the analog gear, and I fell in love with everything. And he got me set up like on a Cubase system. And I remember recording and sequencing for the first time, and that's when I like fell in love with music.
Wow.
Definitely. So I started selling beats locally. I sold a track to a local artist, and he got signed with a record label, Warner Records. And that's kind of what launched it right around 22 years old.
For me, I was learning how to use a computer. You know, that's how old school I am. I learned how to use a computer. A buddy of mine gave me a couple of softwares, and I was like, hey, listen, check out Acid, check out Reason, check out all these. And from there, I learned how to create beats with loops. And from there, I made about 200 beats in one summer, and they were like, hey man, you should keep pursuing this. And while I was DJing, I was trying to learn how to produce music. But it's very difficult when you're busy DJing and making beats at the same time.
Yeah.
So this actually worked out real well for me right here.
When I was producing with a lot of other like local artists, in the back of my mind, and other artists in the music business, I had this like passion for dance music. I was like, man, I want to make dance music. I remember I was like, I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna like jump out of the box. I'm gonna create my own project, solo project. And I was at a mutual friend's house, and I was showing him all the beats and all the tracks I was working on, and he was like, oh man, this stuff is really good, but when can I see you perform? And I was like, perform? He's like, yeah, when are you gonna DJ? Like, you're making dance music, when are you gonna DJ in the club?
It's all a circle.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't know how to DJ. Like, I did. And so he's like, I know DJ Chino. And I was like, oh really? And I heard of him, of course. So I finally like got enough guts to go downtown, and I actually was texting you. I was hitting you up, and you were ignoring me.
Yeah, he was a stalker. Just another one of those guys like, hey, I know how to make beats. No, I don't know about that.
No, I went downtown. I showed up at the club, and we started. You can take it over.
Yeah, I saw this guy staring at me crazy. I was like, what the hell is wrong with this guy? I mean, I don't know. He trying to pick me up? No, I'm just kidding. So I went up to him. I said, what's up, Sky? I remember Sky because, he worked with big time artists like, Benja Music. And I love talking to people that love music. So from that conversation, it came to be like, hey, Chino, I really want to do a collaboration. And I was like, hang on, man. I don't even know you. So from there, we kept talking on, text messages. And from there, I was like, man, let me hear what you got. And this man released some crazy music without me. I was like, hang on, I gotta jump on board. Let's take this to another level. From there, it was great, man. We just, we connected so well that, our experiences bonded, where it's now creating some amazing music right now. I mean, it's been 2 years.
Yeah, 2 years.
A lot of remixes, a lot of new artists. Man, we got so much music coming out. It's crazy. I mean, right now we're pumping out probably one new remix a week per artist, and a lot of original music. Looking forward to working with like major labels. We're working with Tommy Sunshine with a couple singles right now. We got Mia Martina who's saying Stereo Love.
Yep.
We got an artist coming out from Orlando. His name is Wade. I mean, the list goes on. In 2 years' time, I think that we have enough music to drop a full EP.
Yeah.
But we just want to give them a taste.
Yeah.
You know, singles at a time.